Ciao, Melanie. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry. First of all, how beautiful is Reef? What the fuck, man? I thought I was the only one.
No, dude.
Gorgeous.
I was watching part 3. I was getting jealous of Melanie, man. Whew. Julio.
You and everyone else, Rhett.
Well, you're lucky because I don't like long guys, but we can talk about it if you want.
Blush watching that.
I can barely hear you guys. I don't know if it's
I can do whatever you want.
I bet.
Buddy, and Reed is the newcomer. Like, what's that been like being a very likable guy in an unenviable, unlikable character?
It's tough because I mean it's acting, and clearly it's a character who's awful. He's a terrible guy, and I was trying to emulate that as much as possible and have it be real. And I didn't know how big the fan base was when I joined, and when I saw it, and I started getting not nice messages because I'm playing the POS, the bad guy, and I think that the feedback has been so positive because I played him unlikable, because I think I tried to make it as real as possible, and it was a fun experience. Melanie was super professional to work with. I'm glad we got to talk a little bit, before we kind of dove into that, because I was, if we didn't get to know each other a little bit, that would have been super uncomfortable just to kind of dive in and,
Totally.
play out that scene. But yeah, I think all in all, it's fun. I mean, I think acting's acting. It's fun to play bad characters. It's because it's something that you're not. It's something that you're not used to. So I got to go out of my comfort zone a little bit, and thank you so much, Tosca, for casting me and having me a part of that. So yeah.
It was, like I said, you're such a likable guy in an unlikable situation that it's so hard to not like you, and it's not you. I mean, and I think we all have to kind of take that step back and remember that you're actors playing roles, which gets lost sometimes. I've interviewed many people who say, like, I'm not my character, I didn't do this, I love my co-stars. But
I think it's testament to Rhett's wonderful acting that you can have such a lovely human play such an entitled asshole, and I think
or the reverse. You can play a wonderful girl, and then in real life,
a really horrible person. Not mentioning any names, right? Oh yeah.
Now I was so nice, so humble, so ready to work. It was completely there. I mean, I remember that when I punched him the first time, they thought that I actually punched him for real, because it looked so real from them perspective that they were like, "Oh my gosh!" And Tosca talked in the middle of the scene. I heard her very clearly. I remember that. We were on the door. You remember, Reed?
I'm too quick for you, bro. I'm too quick.
Sorry?
I'm too quick for you.
Yes, you are. But and I was crying like a baby. I remember I was crying. You remember that, Melanie? I was like,
I remember from my perspective,
wow.
you seem, or more than probably, Giulio's work was so beautiful, and I felt my job as the character, but also the actor, was just to hold space. You know, that's sort of what Julie's doing. But also as Melanie, I was like, holy wow, this is so precious what I'm seeing here and what I'm witnessing. And my job is to be as open to this as possible. And that's part of what we're talking about with the trust. Trust that if you go somewhere that is super vulnerable, that other person will be there to meet you there, and to be just open and ready to
Hold your hands
yeah,
like you did.
I did.
What I want to say basically is that after 4 weeks, I was so much into the character that when I had, you know, when the fear of that scene, of the performance passed by, because of course, every time that you have to do something like that, you're like, you tense up, you know, you're like, you don't know if you're good enough, you don't know if you're going to make it. It's, as I said, it's a chemistry, it has to happen. And sometimes it doesn't happen and it doesn't look that good. And I'm a perfectionist, I'm obsessed with preparation. And so when I did the first 2 takes, the third and the fourth take were like, I was just crying like a baby. I couldn't stop, and it was a very crazy experience for me. I never experienced something like that before. So I guess that I was very much into the character in that precise moment, to the point where I was not anymore myself, or myself was Gabriel. I don't know. I just felt all the pain that it was going through, and I couldn't stop crying, and it was very strange experience. It was very, again, extraordinary in a sense of not common for me as an actor. So it was good.
Absolutely. And Rhett, what would you say is your favorite favorite moment from part 3?
I think it would probably have to be, do you know who my father is? I've always wanted to say that in real life, so I think that was perfect.
You know what I loved about that scene? Listen, you
live
know,
out my dream a little bit.
you know what I loved about that scene? The little pause that he's doing before saying asshole. Put Julianne back on the phone, asshole. There's a moment
Yeah.
before he's saying that it just made me angry. I was like, fuck this dude. Like, fuck it. It was so good. He's saying that to me for real. Fuck you, man. Like, I loved it. Like, if it did
I
not
lost you.
do
I
that
just
pause.
got back. Sorry.
Don't worry. I just said that I felt that personally involved in that situation, and I loved it. I think I was referring basically to that moment. You did a great scene. You did a great. I don't know. It was full. It was full of meaning, and I loved it very much. Yeah, and I
Thanks,
felt
man.
like
I love
and and I felt like your father was someone, and I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck who your father is. So it was good.
I want to know who this guy is. I want to know this guy, this father.
He's a senator. Dodgy.
I think his father is a senator. He has a lot of connection.
I wonder if he's. What do you think? Democrat, Republican? What kind of senator are we talking about?
Most probably a Trump supporter, but we don't want to care.
Yeah, that's true. Simon would be.
Yeah. But you know what, Simon? You know what, Reed? Don't let the glasses and bow tie fool you. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Oh, funny.
You have no idea how difficult it was for me as Italian to say, I'll move heaven and earth to protect you. I was placing the H all wrong. I was like, I'll move heaven and earth to protect you. No, say it again. I'll move heaven and earth. No. So I had to say that phrase so many times. So whatever.
Yeah, this is exactly why everybody just loves. I think this chemistry just comes through so well, and just it's so wonderful to see you guys in real life. And just as a final question, you guys have been so generous with your time, and it's just so much fun to always talk with you guys. But
I'll send you my PayPal link later.
I'll send you my OnlyFans. How's that?
Fancy.
Here, I'm super privileged. I had no idea what to expect coming into it. Like, seriously, I had no idea. When I was announced as Simon on the internet, I was like, who are these people following me and DMing me? I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like, you guys everyone's just so supportive, and it's such a supportive community. And the Passionistas, super supportive communities, everybody involved. And I feel super fortunate to be a part of it.
And let's hope that maybe in the future there'll be a little role in a Passion Flicks film where you don't have to be the bad guy. You can be that
would be awesome.
The bow ties and glasses guy who saves the day.
I think I look better in glasses than G does. I'll say that right now.
For sure, man. You look great in glasses. I look ridiculous, but
yeah, I'm just. You look great.
No. Trust me, I'm not. You look great. Actually, on your Instagram, I'm like sometimes watching your picture. I'm like, look, this man, how good it looked like. Like I hate you, man. Like,
that's how I feel about you, man. I was scrolling on my phone and your photo came up. My girlfriend's like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Don't even start. Don't even start."
And also, I have to say something else. I somehow invested in Tesla stocks in the very beginning of the year. Tesla stocks have raised like crazy, so I made some extra cash, and it's good, So, yeah.